Hi everybody, I'm Tom.
And I'm Mom.
And today on Tom and Mom Play, we're playing...
Marvel Zombies Heroes Resistance.
Yeah, good job, Mom. It is a zombicide game within the Marvel Universe. This is the version from Simon and Spin Masters, more of a retail version compared to the Kickstarter one that's coming out. But it's still a really good... We've enjoyed this one, to say the least. I'd love to get our hands on the Kickstarter one sometime down the road. But what do we have going on in our introduction? When the zombie invasion took over the world's mightiest heroes, most assumed everything was lost. What hope could there be for normal people to survive the ravenous onslaught of these zombie heroes? But some superheroes still remain. The few surviving Avengers will not go down without a fight. As the desperate battle between the living and the dead escalates, old allies will need to be put down before they can devour every last person on the planet. So assemble your superhero team, muster all the power you can, and become humanity's last hope. This will not be a world of Marvel zombies as long as the hero's resistance lives on. Cooperative game where 1 to 4 players control the last surviving superheroes facing off against the zombie heroes and zombie hordes controlled by the game itself. Each mission, we are trying to complete the mission objectives, defeat enemies, rescue bystanders. But as we eliminate zombies, we get more and more powerful. But as that happens, the enemies get more powerful as well. So our mission that we are playing is Escape Through Oscorp. It is not quite the tutorial or the first mission. We jumped in just a little bit, but we're being overrun. If we stay here, it doesn't matter how powerful we are. Eventually, we'll be overwhelmed by the infected hordes. It looks like we can secure a reasonably safe route through the Oscorp building, but the problem is that it's gone into emergency lockdown. Black Panther says we can find a way through the nearby Wakandan embassy. We just need the keys for that. So our objectives is escape via the exit with all superheroes. Any superhero may leave through the zone for free at the end of their turn if there are no enemies in it. Special rules: sealed off, red doors cannot be opened, and the right key for the right door. The blue door can't be opened until the blue objective is taken. Boop. The blue door is here. The objective token is up there. And the green door can't be opened until the green key, the green objective's taken. So we can't get into the Wakandan embassy until we get the key for it. We can't get this key until we get that key. So it's go up there, come down here, go here, and run for the exit. Each objective that we take will get 5 experience points to whoever picks that up. We also have the Avengers Sign placed out. Our starting location is up here. So let's get into how the gameplay works here. On the player phase, we have, so I'm playing Black Panther and Vision.
I am playing Wasp and Winter Soldier.
Yep, perfect. So on each of our, but once it comes over to the player phase, we can pick whatever order we want the characters to go. It doesn't go Black Panther, Vision, Wasp, Winter Soldier. It could. But we have these activation tokens that'll flip over once someone has taken their turn, just to remind us who is gone. But during the player phase, first thing we do is we increase the power track, which is this track off here to the side. To start the game, we already did this step, so everyone's starting at 1 power. The power will let us roll additional die during attacks. There are some trait cards and stuff that use our power, and some abilities on our cards that utilize that power function. Next is you refresh the activation tokens. They already start out that way. And then we activate superheroes in any order. Each hero is going to get 3 actions. For an action, you can move. You can move your hero from one zone to the next. Zones are indicated by either rooms inside of buildings, or here on the street level, zones are between the dotted lines in buildings. So right now we are in one zone here. For an action, boop, you move into this zone as indicated by our crosswalks, or move in, boop. The other thing we can do is open a door when a building, so we have these doors here. along the side. We can break open that door. And upon doing so, the first time we do that, we are going to find out what is inside that building. We're kind of blind to the outside, and so we will be drawing these lovely cards here to spawn enemies in each tile, in each zone that's got that caution symbol on. So then we'll find out what is inside of there, as well as we'll flip over the bystander card that is already inside the building and find out who we need to save, who is already in there. Then other options we can take is gain a trait. There are these heroic trait cards. I'll flip over the top one. So for your turn, you just go ahead and take one of these. You cannot have more than 2 cards. So this one here is Unstoppable. Discard when attacking and spend 1 power. Enemies suffer -1 toughness. So that is the gain trait option, so those can help you out down the road. There is Power Up, which is just get 2 more power. There is Rescue a Bystander. If you are in a zone with a bystander and there's no enemies inside of it, you will rescue that bystander. You'll take their card, their figure comes off, or their standee comes off the board, and you will get power. You will max out your power gauge. Each of the bystander has a special power that you can do. However, each hero can only have 1 bystander with them at a time. If, say, Black Panther rescues this bystander and that bystander, they're both saved, but you're only going to pick one whose power is going to help you throughout the rest of the game. There is Interact with Objective. When you're on a space with one of the objective tokens, you use an action to pick it up. Pretty straightforward. Then there is Attack. This is one of the more common things we're going to be doing in this game, is we'll each be attacking with our unique attack. So like Black Panther, his stuff down here is he attacks with Vibranium Claws. So it is a melee attack, so a 0 range, meaning I need to be in the same tile as whoever I'm attacking. I will roll 2 dice, and everything that is a 3+ is a hit. Some monsters are bad guys, come in the flavors of walkers, runners, brutes, zombie heroes. Our easiest, the walkers and runners, only take 1 hit to knock out. However, our brutes and zombie heroes take more. Brutes take 2 to hit, and you have to do it within 1 roll. You don't save damage over time. And it's the same thing with our zombie heroes. You have to hit them all in 1 swing to be able to knock them down. And there is targeting that we have to deal with as well. As we've got on our sheet down here. If we are in a spot, the first thing we must try to hit is a zombie hero, then the brutes, walkers, and runners. With one exception is Mom's a Wasp. She ignores target priority, so she is really good at pew-pewing and taking out problematic things. So that is the order. After you do take something out, the standee comes off of the board, and you will get XP equal to the XP reward down here. Most everything's 1. It's zombie heroes that you can get some more, and that is up on this dial. What does this dial do? This dial, as it goes up, 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 you'll notice it starts in the blue. And on each of our cards, we have a blue ability. While we're in the blue, that is our ability. Once we cross into the yellow, we then go into the yellow and blue. If we go into the orange, we'll get our orange ability as well as the yellow and blue. And if we get all the way to 43, this red will then get this big red. However, as we go up, enemy spawning gets worse. Because when we go to the enemy phase, we will activate enemies. Each enemy activates spends their actions on either attack or a move. Runners and zombie heroes get 2 actions each. Each enemy in the same zone as a superhero bystander performs an attack, dealing 1 wound. Our health is up here on the top. We each have 3. Any one of us goes down, we lose the game. And then there's also move. Enemies that have not attacked use their action to move one zone towards the closest superhero or bystanders. So yeah, runners get 2 actions. They're also the hardest to target, so they will get to you and try to hit quick. Zombie heroes, the exact same thing. Then we spawn enemies, and this is much like when we opened the door there. We flip over a card, and depending on whoever is the highest out of us, either if one of us is in the yellow, we then deal with the yellow. So this card here is an extra activation. All walkers get 1 extra activation if we flip that. And we do this for each of these zones, starting with this first spawn down here, and then we tend to go clockwise. So we'll flip 1 card for each of these, and we can get stuff like spawn walkers. As long as we're all in the blue, it's only 2 walkers in that spot. There's extra activation. This is how zombie heroes also show up, and it's what we deal with once we enter the spaces as well. Bystanders are targeted like superheroes, and they are eliminated with 1 wound. If we lose a bystander, if they are devoured, bystanders eliminated, all superheroes lose one of those heroic traits that we can pick up, as well as we lose 1 power. We can sacrifice a bystander that we're holding on to. We can throw them in front of us. And it ignores a wound, which is great. I love that one. But there are also combat bystanders, folks like Okoye, who can actually fight back. So if they were to be attacked, you just roll for their defense, which is wonderful. Then you go to the end phase, perform any effects indicated to take place during the end phase. If any superheroes are eliminated, the players lose. Otherwise, we start a new round. And we keep going until either one of us is knocked out or until
everybody's out.
In this mission, everyone is out. There is also this fun Avengers Sign that has fallen off a building that we are strong enough to pick up and throw. It is, when you do that, it is roll 1 die for each enemy in the targeted zone. Heroes are ignored for this attack. Flip this token to the damage side after the first use. Then after the second use, it goes bye-bye. So it's just kind of a fun last effect. Chuck it and go. But I think that's everything you need to know to get started in this. Yeah, I'll just put the dial's kind of off screen here, but that's not the end of the world. Maybe I'll move Winter Soldier. I will say these little cheapy plastic slider tokens are the worst. Yeah, we're gonna put him up here, so then this way I can just put this off to the side.
Okay.
And like Black Panthers, I got Black Panthers up here. So we go here. This door has not been opened yet. So once again, we need to go into there to get the key to get this door opened, to get this key to open here, so we can run out
there.
And that is how we win. Think that's everything?
I think that's everything.
I think that's everything. Let us get started, shall we? So Wasp and Vision both have ranged attacks, which is great. There is line of sight rules and all that. This one isn't too terrible for line of sight. You just kind of follow pretty much follow straight lines in. Let's say you were inside here, you have line of sight in here as well as over here, because your figure goes in this entire space. And then, like, say we're in this room here, I could follow a straight line pretty much through open doors here, but I can't go here to here. I can shoot into here, but I can't shoot into here. It's strange, but that's for our ranged folks like Vision and Wasp. So I think you and I have determined, because we've done this mission before, having Black Panther start here, because then once we open this, we can have Vision and Wasp shoot into there.
Yep.
So we'll have Black Panther's activations going first. He's taken 1 for 2. He is going to bash open this door, which now means we need to do some spawning. Oh, we'll do the back room here first. Oh, great. It's a brute rush.
Oh, wonderful.
Yep.
We start with the big boys.
Yep, and he activates. He is closest to the bystander. So he's going to go there. And let's find out who our bystander is. Hey, it's Okoye. I was just talking about you.
Yeah.
So Okoye.
She's a fighter.
That she is, which is actually really good for us. So I'll keep the card over here for now. So we're definitely going to want to try to rescue her, but then we have to spawn this room here. 2 more brutes! Oh, this is a bad start.
Wow.
Oh, this is a very bad start.
Shouldn't have let me shuffle.
I should not have let you shuffle. But granted, when I gave the explanation and then I overhand shuffled real fast, so it's not 100% on you. But when in doubt, it's on you.
Yeah.
They're going to be hard to see, so I'm going to... Great. Well, now Black Panther would have been the better option. So Black Panther has a power. Before attacking with his claws, I can spend a power. Enemies suffer -1 toughness, so I can make them go down. So instead of taking 2 hits to knock one of them out, I can make it 1 hit for each. He's great against brutes, as well as the zombie heroes. But right now, the last thing I can do is step in there, but I don't necessarily want to. Because if we don't knock him out, we have a problem.
Right.
So I think for my last, I'm going to have him take a heroic trait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardian. Discard when enemies move into a zone within range 2 containing a bystander or superhero. Move into that zone ignoring enemies. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
That might actually come in handy. Okay, that is Black Panther's activation done. And if you are trying to move if you're trying to move out of an area with enemies, it is going to cost you 1 extra action to do so. With the exception of Mom's Wasp, who has diminutive size, ignore target priority when attacking, and don't spend extra actions when leaving zones with enemies. So you can zip in and out of places, which is great. So you could protect Okoye, but I don't know how good of a plan that is. Winter Soldier's power is assassinate each time you attack with combat blades, which is the only thing we can use in this. You automatically eliminate 1 walker or runner in your zone. Those are brutes.
That doesn't do any good right now.
Yep, and Visions is when drawing heroic traits, you can draw 2 and select 1, shuffling the other back into the traits deck. So we're in a pickle right now. I could have Vision try to shoot the brutes.
Oh, you want to try to do that?
Yeah, it's not great. So I'm going to come over here for 1. For 2, I roll 3 dice, but I'm going to spend a power to roll a 4th to try to see if I can get lucky and hit both. I hit on a 4+.
Good luck.
Thank you. And I would need all 4 of these to be 4+ to take out both those brutes. I got a 6, a 5, a 3, and the zombie bite is a 1. So Vision does at least take out 1 of them, which is good.
Helped a lot.
Yep. So his XP goes up by 1.
Yep.
So I move for 1. I've attacked for 2. I'm gonna try to attack again. See what happens. I obviously don't have power to spend. I don't hit. Okay, well, Vision tried.
Yeah. Good job, buddy.
Thank you. It is your... You've got both of your guys left.
Yep. You want Wasp to go over there? See if she can take him.
It may not be a bad idea, because if she goes 1, 2... She could try to shoot in there. And then... Because that would at least save Okoye.
Right.
But then you're going to need to have Bucky go in and save Wasp. So maybe have Bucky go in first. So have Bucky go 1, 2, and then attack him.
Yeah.
The downside is, Bucky's combat blade, you're only using 2 dice. And he hits on a 3+. You need both of them to be a 3+. You got a 3 and a 5. Good hits. So
job,
his goes up 1. So he went 1, 2, attack for 3. So he is done.
Yep.
So Wasp, you're going to have go 1, 2, and then try to shoot the brute.
Yep.
Okay, she rolls 2 dice. You could increase it by 1.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
So, thank you.
Power
for
goes
bringing that.
down. And you need a 3rd die. 2 of these need to be a 3+ to take out that brute. I'm afraid not so much. But it happens. So, that ends our activations. Now, we need to activate enemies. That enemy is going to attack. Normally, against a bystander, would just automatically knock it out. However, it is a combat bystander, so if we can roll a 5+, oh, you're rolling. That trays on your side, and I've been talking. I'm gonna make you do something. If you can roll a 5+, she will ignore the wound. It's a 1. She is devoured.
Sorry.
So Koye has been devoured. All superheroes lose 1 power and heroic trait. So we're all back down to 0. It could be much worse. For us, anyway. For Okoye, it's as bad as it gets. For us,
It's the pets for her.
yeah. But now we need to get to spawning. This down here is 2 more brutes.
Oh, wow.
It's like we just got rid of them. And they're back.
They're
Yeah, you're not allowed to shuffle. Up here is 3 walkers. They're the bog standard. Yeah, I'm just laying them down so y'all can see them on camera a little bit better. And then over here is a runner.
Oh.
At least it's just 1 runner. Runners have the double activation, so or what the double action, I should say. But with it by itself, we can handle it a little bit better, which is nice. Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Yep. So
We're at the oh boy stage. Oh, boy.
so play comes back to us, so we can flip tokens. Everyone gets 1 power. Got here? Yeah, there you go. Good job. And yeah, plays back to us.
Now I got some more friends on the board.
Yeah, and if you can pick up that blue token, we can open it from our side. Because it's not like it's weird. It's not like she magically has a key that she has to be the one to open it. It just the second it's picked up, we can now open it. I'm imagining it's like a parking garage or like a car's clicker. Yeah. So she goes in there, boop boop, and opens the door. That's what I'm going with. It's funnier to me.
I like it.
Thank you. So we should try to get that done first.
So you want us to do that?
Yeah, she could go in, pick it up, and step out. Yeah, because if she goes in here for 1, picks this up for 2. For picking up the objective, Wasp gets 5. But it's good. She stays in the blue.
Yay.
And then 3, get away from the brute?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because we can kind of let him go. It's not so bad.
To me, it's when it starts getting filled up out, kind of out all over the board where you gotta.
Well, and if we run out of dudes to put out, there's a penalty too.
Yeah.
So, letting stuff go isn't necessarily a good idea.
A good thing either. So.
Yeah. So that is Wasp done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Black Panther go here for 1. We're gonna attack for 2. He rolls 2 dice. I need a 3+. Hit. Take out the runner. Black Panther goes up by 1. And then 3, he's opening this door. So let's find out what is in here. First, it's Happy Hogan. Hello, Happy. Maybe you'll stay alive. And then let's spawn this room here first. All runners would get an extra activation, but we're in blue, so it doesn't happen, and there's no runners anyway. And down here for 2 is extra activation for all zombie heroes. And luckily we're still in the blue, and there's none out. We lucked out in this.
We lucked out on that one?
Yeah, big time. So that was 3. So Black Panther is done. I'm going to have 1, 2... you can't pick it up anywhere. Because if I could get that done this turn, that'd be great. What's Happy? Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to push all enemies in your zone into an adjacent zone. That wouldn't be bad for Vision, because of his range. Like, you can kind of, like, push him back, and pew, pew, Vision beams. Pew, 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 pew. So yeah, I'm going to have him save Happy. So Happy comes off the board, and Vision will take his card. So that works, and Vision is... and for rescuing a bystander, he is now maxed up on power. So that works. Only one we have left is Winter Soldier.
We want Bucky to go here.
Up to you. Because eventually we're going to be getting this door, which will let us get into here. These brutes are going to be in the way, but you wouldn't be able to attack them this turn anyway.
Why?
So it's a little bit up to you what we do.
Oh, should I get... I see, that would be 1.
Yeah, if only he had ranged, but he doesn't.
Well, I could get him closer to there, couldn't I?
Yeah.
So if I bring him down to...
So if you go out for 1, 2, and then you want to step him there for 3, you just have to hope brutes don't get a bonus activation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go that route.
Okay. So that wraps us up. Enemy activation. This brute will come on out. These walkers will all move 1 space. These brutes. Well, yep, thank you for flipping that over.
Yep, there.
And now we need to spawn enemies. Here is bystander in danger. Spawn 1 bystander, then activate all walkers within 1 range. Luckily, no one, but we do still spawn the bystander here, and it's Wong. So, at least he can defend himself.
He can defend himself
great.
a little bit, which is good.
Up top, our first zombie hero shows up.
Oh no.
So we will shuffle these and find out who we're about to deal with. Our options in this is Zombie Iron Man, Captain America, Doctor Strange, and Scarlet Witch. None of them are good.
None of them are good.
We get Doctor Strange.
That's Steve.
Yep. He takes 3 hits to knock out. When he activates, if he's not in a zone with a superhero as his first action, he moves into the closest zone with a superhero. He teleports around. That's not great for us.
No.
But he's done there. Let's spawn on top of Black Panther. It is another bystander in danger. Walkers would activate again, but they don't. And it is Pepper Potts.
Pepper?
Yeah, Pepper is here with Black Panther. Once during your turn, I can spend a power to draw a heroic trait. Doesn't count as an action. That is the spawning. 1, 2, 3, 4. And play comes back to us. So we each go up 1 power. And we flip over our activations. So I think what I'll do first is I'll have Vision activate first. He's going to come down here for 1. He'll pick up the key for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still in the blue, thank goodness. And I'm going to move him back out for 3. and that finishes up Vision. Black Panther's going to go next. He'll save Pepper because he's on the same spot. You might as well. So that's 1, 2, 3. Because we all have to start making our way here anyway.
Yeah.
That finishes Black Panther. You are up. And luckily, she can get out of there with no fuss, no muss. Because normally it would cost you an extra action, but her small size lets her sneak around and through.
1, 2, 3.
So I'm assuming have here 1, 2.
Yeah.
Do you want her to?
Yeah, we'll do.
She's close to the yellow. Is the scary part, but those walkers are about to.
Yeah.
But if she goes 1, 2, she can maybe help Bucky.
Yeah.
But maybe not have her go first. Maybe have Bucky go first, and
We'll have Bucky go. Yeah, we'll have Bucky go first.
Okay. I'm assuming he's attacking the brutes.
Yep.
Okay.
He does 2, right?
He rolls 2. You have the option to roll more.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Do you want to roll 1 or 2 more die?
2.
2.
I'm
Good
taking
call.
it all the way down.
Yep. That's a good call. So first of 3 actions, you are rolling 4 dice. You hit on a 3+. You want all of them to be a 3+, preferably. 2 of them are. So you do get rid of the brute. His power goes up by 1, so he's at a 2.
Thank you.
You have 2 actions remaining. I'm assuming probably attack again.
I'm gonna attack again.
Okay.
And I
Only roll 2.
2 'cause I don't have any.
Nope, you're out of power.
I have no stuff left.
It's like what the Space Jam's MJ's secret sauce or secret stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of MJ's secret stuff. You hit on a 3+. You hit a 3 and a 4. You do take him out. Nicely done. You have 1 action remaining. The question is, do we want to open the door?
Gotta open it eventually, I guess. Don't want to.
No, it's just because we can't do anything about the enemies in there right now.
Yeah.
It's possible.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Open the door.
Open it.
Open it.
'Cause we can wait a turn.
We'll wait. We're gonna wait a turn.
Okay. You have 1 action left. You can get more power now if you want to. You could get down and help Wong.
I'll go down and help Wong out.
Okay. So you'll at least be there to
Be-
body.
be-
Yeah, you're bodyguarding, which is nice.
Yeah, I'll be there to protect him. So that's Bucky's turn.
That's Bucky's turn. You have Wasp left.
Um.
So me, God, Steven's gonna be a problem. I mean, maybe shooting the walkers, because Black Panther's about to get overran. Like if you go 1, 2, and then shoot walkers.
Walkers, I'll do
It's
that.
scary, because if you take out 2 of them, you're going to go into the yellow.
Yeah.
But
I use 2 dice.
you roll 2. You can get more.
Take me down 1.
So you're going to roll 3.
Yep.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
You hit on a 3+. All 3 of them. Good hit.
Thank you.
Downside though.
I know.
1, 2, 3. So
Sorry.
for going into the yellow, so now spawning is worse. But every time it's her turn, she'll get +1 action, which is actually really good. So she'll get 4 actions a turn. Which I don't remember if you get it right now or not. I assume not.
Probably not.
I could look it up, but we're going to play with it not. So that ends our stuff. Yep, because she flips that over. We go to enemies activating. First one activates is Doctor Strange. He will teleport in with us, and he'll either attack you or me. I'll take the hit, because I'm going to try to knock him out on my turn anyway. Oh, and for Black Panther, saving Pepper.
You go all the way up,
Yep.
don't you?
Yep, I forgot to do that. And then this brute is going to come out here. Now we get into the spawning. Down here is 6 walkers.
Oh, jeez.
Somebody just had to go ahead and go into the yellow. Now I wish we would open that door first. 1, 2.
Makes it more exciting.
It's a content choice, and I'm all about it. Up there, we're gonna spawn a superhero.
Oh, not another one.
It's another one. It's Iron Man.
Tony's a pain too.
Oh, they all are. If he ends his activation at range 1 or 2 with a line of sight to a zone with any superhero, he attacks that zone. Yep. And then down here is 6 more walkers, and they all activate. So Vision has friends. Forgive me, I'm gonna stand them up in here just for the sake of space.
Vision's got company.
Yeah, Vision has a problem.
Yeah. Gotta get him some help.
So they spawned here, but they activate. They'll go towards the nearest hero. They would prefer bystanders by themselves if there was equidistant, but that's not so much the case. Hey, life comes back to our side, so we'll flip these, and everyone gets a power. We got some clearing to do.
Well, shoot.
You okay?
Yeah. That just does not want to stay on there for me.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to have Black Panther try to take care of Steven first. Okay. So, before attacking, I can spend 1 power to have him suffer -1 toughness. So now, I only need 2 hits to knock him out. And I'm going to spend 2 to roll 4 dice. Pardon me. You know what? I'm going to spend it all. I'm going to roll 5 dice. I hit on a 3+. Come on.
Come on.
I hit on 3+. Yes, he is Oot. I gain XP equal to his toughness. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Thank you.
So that was my first. Second, I'm opening the door for 3. I'm gonna do the scary thing. Let's go ahead and spawn bystanders first. J. Jonah Jameson, everyone's favorite journalist. For 1.
Didn't we let him go last time?
Oh yeah, we let him get 8 last time we played this. 2, Sharon Carter is up there. Oh, and yeah, now the zombies happen. All walkers get an extra activation. And I'm afraid I got some bad news. Because they're surrounded. Each of them activates, and we don't roll for defense. Both Winter Soldier and Vision are devoured. Oops. That was bad. I shouldn't have opened that door. We should have cleared stuff out before opening that door. Oopsies. It's the game. It happens. Bad choices were made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have cleared first. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's
still fun.
Yeah. We would have had a Walker Rush, so 5, and they would have activated. Brute Rush, 2 would have spawned and activated. That's 1, 2, 3. Last one would have been Brutes. Would have just been 1 more Brute. Oh boy. But hey, that's the game.
That's
it happens. The game. And the nice thing is, it wouldn't be hard for us to reset and start over, because it would just be put our dudes back in the middle, dials to 0. So because the game does take a little bit to set up, but it's not hard to reset it or replay it, which is really nice. And then this is the Heroes Resistance version. That's been out for a little while, which is nice. It is much more reasonable than the Kickstarter one, so it's a good entry level. As I said, I really want to get the big box version of this at some point, with like all the miniatures and more missions, heroes and stuff, because I like Zombicide at the end of the day. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea.
It's just fun to play. I mean, it's not easy, but it's...
No, and the worst part is we played an easy mission, and I just made a boneheaded play. That was a boneheaded issue.
That happens.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does. I should have cleared out first in case of the extra activation happens. But yeah, because they just got devoured. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this?
I like to play this.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, because you never know what you're going to get until you get there.
Yeah.
And you win a few and you lose a few. And that's game.
That's true.
So.
Yeah, and sometimes you just kind of luck into stuff that, like what I just did, where it's like, okay, in my head I should have realized or remembered the activation thing can happen, but it is what it is. Yeah. And so compared to regular Zombicide, and like even second edition, I like the simplicity of this one because there's no items to deal with. There's the bystanders and the heroic traits. Right. But there's not like the weapons that you pick up, which changes your attack values. This is a much more streamlined version, and I like it. Plus, y'all know by now I'm a sucker for Marvel. There's way too much everywhere of it at this point, and I know a lot of people are getting exhausted of it. I really like it.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, same. And I like the fact that, it's the Marvel Zombies property, which is a very fun, kind of dark take on it. The superpower stuff is fun with this, too. And even with this just having the standees, I'm okay with that, compared to having the miniatures. Yeah. And granted, we have second edition. I could always just grab those minis and use those instead. But, yeah, I thoroughly enjoy this. We've done 4 of the 8 missions that come with this one. Yeah. I think this is actually the first time we've lost. Because, of course, the recording issue, you make, you pay attention to everything else under the sun, and you'll make boneheaded plays while recording.
Oh, yeah. But it happens.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here like, I was a dum-dum. Oh, well. Yeah, so if you want to try a Zombicide game, if you've never done a Zombicide game before and you like the Marvel property, this is a very good introductory jumping point. The price point on the Heroes Resistance was very reasonable with where I found it. You don't have all of the mini cost and all that. The rule set is fairly straightforward. The turn summary on the back is nice. It kind of tells you almost everything you know. We had the one question that I didn't look up of, do you get the bonus action right away or not? But that wouldn't have been that hard to find, if I'm being honest. The rule book is very nicely done. So yeah, if you like what you saw in that, give it a whirl. It is a very good adaptation. But yeah, just don't be confused. There is the other version, the bigger version coming out, just Marvel Zombies. This is slightly different, the kind of like the retail small box version of it. But that is Marvel Zombies Heroes Resistance. Any final thoughts on the game?
Nope.
Okay. Hey, by the way, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. We have added this cute little board up top, a little cork board that's got pins in it. Let us know what state or country you're from. We'll add a pin. We've got the state flags and country flags that we're going to add to that board. If you're a board game company that want to add something, like our friend Sean Fletcher over the app sent me that Gaston pin that I put up there, and then we've got the pin from On Board up there. So if you'd like stickers, anything, we'll be adding them over time. So just let us know where you're from. We'll add that. If you've got anything you'd like us to add, just let us know. Send us a message.
Yep.
So that's that fun stuff. Also, over on Patreon is the continuation of Pandemic Legacy Season 0. That's going to be coming out every other Friday over at patreon.com/TomAndMomPlay for our patrons. So please help us out. You'll get that. You'll support our channel, help us grow, make stuff look prettier. Maybe even afford the big version of this game. that'd be nice. But if you like this video, please
Give us a thumbs up.
Yep, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, help us get to that goal of 1,000 subscribers. We are working on it. Hey, and last we looked, we are above 300. Thank you so very much. We're gonna do we're trying to get stuff set up so we can do a special live stream down the road where Mom and I are just gonna sit and build a puzzle and talk with y'all for a while. More details of that are coming down the road. Mom just looked at me like, "We're doing what?" I just don't tell her what we're up to, and she's just like, oh, okay. Hey, you want to do a live stream? All right. You want to build a puzzle? All right. So it's like, why even tell her ahead of time? Just show up. You'll be okay. Sometime we're gonna sit and we're gonna build a puzzle. We've got this big Spider-Man puzzle that will probably take us 2 days to do. But it should be fun. So yeah, more details coming out that soon. You can find probably over on Twitter, twitter.com/TheRadioTom, or our Facebook group, Tom and Mom Play. All those links are down in the description. I've rambled more than our usual outro. I keep rambling at the end. And I said I was going to make you do the outros for Season 2. And here I am. I took it over.
That's all right.
I'm just covering up the bonehead play. But thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.